Hello YouTubers, 2016 Nissan Juke, and the issue we have is when we hit brakes, the car pulls to the right really rapidly, so you can feel how the car is steering to the right, as well as on uneven surfaces. If you go fast and you don't even hit a bump, but you just kind of go through some obstacles on the road, and the car will be pulling to the right significantly. Same happens when we brake. So we check the brakes, it's not brakes, as well as if the issue was in brakes, it would happen only when braking. This one is braking as well as going high speed on uneven surface. So most likely we will be looking into changing control arm or tie rods, something related to wheel alignment. Right, so vehicle is jacked up on jack stands. We will go ahead and remove the wheel. 21mm socket, 1/2" impact. Parts and tools in the description to the video. Links on Amazon. Come to your door and help the channel to grow. Alright, now I want you guys to take a look at front bushing on the control arm. So I will move the wheel knuckle. You can see how much it swivels just with little pressure that I can apply with my hands. So basically anytime you brake, the wheel goes back, and as a result it pulls car to the front. Same if you go over speed humps or uneven surface, this moves, so front of the vehicle, front of the tire or right tire will move to the left or to the right, so that will cause the vehicle to sway. So that's definitely the issue in our case. So we'll go ahead and replace this control arm. Right, so we will start with removing the ball joint, and new control arm comes with the new ball joint. So that's 15mm socket to get the nut off. Next, to avoid damaging that ball and bolt and hammering it out, we will use 14mm socket on the bolt head side. We'll give it a few spins so it easy comes out. We'll try to push it from the other side. So I have got that nut back on just slightly, and that is a nut with nylon lock, so we flip it opposite side. So now we can remove the nut. Okay, now when that nut is removed, we will pry that bolt out. Alright, it's quite rusty. So now we will push the control arm down to get the ball joint out of the wheel knuckle. Shine some light. Bolt has to be fully removed. Also, what you want to watch, your CV axle. You don't want the wheel knuckle move outwards too much, because most likely your U-joint or CV axle will get disconnected closer to the transmission. So we will probably even use like a bungee cord to hold this in place, hold the wheel knuckle in place. Okay, as a safety measure, we just connect a piece of wire to the subframe and to the knuckle so it won't be able to swing outwards too far. Next we'll use the pry bar and we'll try to push this control arm down to separate the ball joint. Okay, so it is resisting a bit, so I'll use chisel and we'll go in between the knuckle to free up the ball joint. Okay, using slightly smaller chisel that can actually stay inside. Not sure what's going on. It almost feels like I'm maxing out on control arm swivel. Okay, we will use Forks ball joint separation tool. Okay, so I'm quite positive if you play enough with the pry bar, it would go too. Alright, so next we will hold the nut at the top, that's 13/16, and on the bottom using 21 mil socket. That's tight. Need to readjust the impact. Okay, on the back side of the control arm seems like it's 19 mil nut at the top and 18 mil bolt head at the bottom. Oops. Maybe it was 18. Yeah, it is 18. So 18 mil on both sides. Okay. Okay, so now I'll try to pull this control arm out, just like that. Okay, so now we will get the new control arm in the same order. So we'll get this in place. We'll go and clean the bolts and put some anti-seize on them. Right, so from the bolt perspective, we put anti-seize on this side and put some blue Loctite on red. So we'll get those bolts in. I'll do the same for the back bolt. So now we will get those two nuts started. And we'll do the same on the back side. Next we will get those bolts snug. We don't want to torque them just yet. We want the vehicle to be under load when we do this. So that was 18 mil. Now we'll do the same for our 21 mil and 13/16 at the top. Alright, next we'll put the ball joint in, and to be perfectly honest, we probably could even torque this control arm since it's in horizontal position now, but we'll just lower the control arm down and get it aligned with the knuckle. Now we'll just give it few tabs. We'll need to remove our helper. Alright. So you will know when the ball joint is all the way in, when the hole is wide open, because the ball joint has a groove, so that groove has to line up with the hole to make it proper sit. So now we will get the bolt in, same procedure with this bolt, anti-seize, closer to the head and Loctite on thread, and push it through. Now when it's clean, it's going in nicely. We'll put the nut back on and get it snug. So now we'll just get it snug. Right now we will torque the ball joint bolt to 60 foot-pounds. Right, next we will use our floor jack to simulate vehicle in normal position. So we want to lift the control arm. We want to lift the control arm so it sits pretty much in a normal riding height. So we'll just see when we start taking pressure out of the jack stand. So that's where we want to be. So that control arm is almost horizontal. That's why I mentioned it could have probably torqued it while it was not attached to the ball joint. So next we'll go ahead and torque rear bolt to 75 foot-pounds and front bolt to 100 foot-pounds. So this is 75, and we might need to hold it from the top. So we'll do 75 here. Now we will do 100 foot-pounds on the 21 mil socket. Okay, now we can lower the control arm. We will remove our wire that we used to hold the knuckle to the frame. We can reinstall the wheel. So now we have applied some anti-seize on the wheel hub. We will get the wheel back on. So if you use aluminum rims, it's a good idea to apply some anti-seize to prevent it from seizing and have really big issues removing them when you need it to remove. So that's can be a lifesaver. Next we'll get those snug. The torque's back at 80 foot-pounds. So we don't want to go too aggressive on those. We will do the other side, then we'll lower the vehicle and we'll torque it to 80 foot-pounds. But that is it for control arm replacement and fixing the vehicle swaying when braking or going over an uneven road. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, just do it yourself.